Have you ever felt like there's a force working behind the scenes of your life? A vast intelligence guiding events, some out of your control, towards a grander design? What if I told you there's power in surrendering to this force, something we call the universe? Imagine letting go of the desperate struggle to micromanage your life, to release the anxiety that comes from needing everything to happen your way, at your exact time. This is the concept of trusting the universe. A belief that a higher power is weaving a beautiful, intricate tapestry and you are a vital thread. I'm Joe Dispenza. Over decades of research, I've uncovered extraordinary stories and scientific evidence that point to this truth. When we cultivate unshakable faith, we tap into a hidden potential. The universe begins to respond. Coincidences multiply. Obstacles become opportunities. But what does this mean? How does it work? And more importantly, how do you harness this power? In this video, I'll reveal the mechanisms behind trusting the universe. You'll learn to quiet your anxious mind and break free from limiting beliefs. I'll share stories of ordinary people who have experienced extraordinary transformations by embracing this profound concept. What I'm about to share may challenge everything you think you know about reality. It'll invite you to step outside the familiar and into the realm of the truly possible. Are you ready to take that leap? Because if you watch until the end, I promise your understanding of life and your place in it will be forever altered. Welcome to World is Life. If you're searching for greater meaning, deeper connection, and the power to shape your destiny, subscribe and join us on this extraordinary journey. Before we talk about the hows and whys, let's unpack what it means to trust the universe. At its core, the concept suggests that there is a larger plan at work, a grand orchestration that guides our individual lives. It's the belief that the events unfolding before us, whether joyful or challenging, are serving a greater purpose, one we may not fully comprehend in the moment. Trusting the universe involves a surrender of sorts, a release of the need to control every outcome, to obsessively plan and manipulate every step of the way. It doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or abdicating all responsibility for your life. Instead, it's about aligning yourself with the flow of the universe, understanding that sometimes the most beautiful paths are those we didn't meticulously design ourselves. This trust requires a significant dose of faith. Faith that the universe has your back. It's a belief that even when things seem chaotic, uncertain, or downright unfair, there's a hidden order beneath the surface. This order may not always conform to our limited human understanding or our immediate desires. Think of a raging river. From the surface, it all looks like a turbulent, unpredictable mess. But beneath the currents, there's a constant force, a direction, a pull towards its eventual destination. Trusting the universe is akin to believing in that underlying current, even when the surface of your life feels choppy. This concept is often misunderstood as passivity or blind optimism. That's far from the truth. Embracing the idea of a greater plan doesn't excuse us from action. It's about trusting enough to move forward, to make choices, and knowing that the universe will guide and support us, even if the journey unfolds in unexpected ways. Imagine navigating a vast landscape using a compass. You have a general direction, your true north, but the terrain may be unpredictable. There might be detours, unexpected storms, and hidden treasures along the way. Trusting the universe is like trusting that compass, moving forward with faith, knowing you're ultimately headed in the right direction. Picture those moments when you're consumed by worry, when your mind races with all the what-ifs and the weight of potential problems crushes your spirit. Anxiety thrives on this need for control, the desperate attempt to predict and micromanage the future. This is where the profound benefits of trusting the universe begin to manifest. When we believe in a greater guiding force, we gradually loosen our grip on the illusion of control. The fear of the unknown lessens. We realize that worrying about things beyond our immediate influence often does more harm than good. This doesn't imply recklessness. Instead, it's about discerning when to put in focused effort and when to surrender with grace. Imagine releasing a heavy weight. That's what surrendering to the universe can feel like. The constant battle to force things into alignment creates enormous mental and emotional strain. By trusting that life has a way of unfolding, even when we don't fully understand the path, we experience a lightness of being. This isn't about ignoring problems, but about approaching challenges with a sense of grounded faith, rather than crippling fear. Trusting the universe is an invitation to be present. So often, our happiness is hijacked by either dwelling on the past or obsessing about the future. When we accept the imperfections and uncertainty inherent in life, we free ourselves to appreciate the here and now. Moments of contentment have a way of slipping through our fingers when we're relentlessly pushing for something more. Think of the difference between resisting a strong ocean current and learning to skillfully navigate those waters. The fight consumes your energy, whereas allowing the current to support a portion of your movement can conserve your strength and guide you toward a safe shore. Similarly, trusting the universe doesn't take away the need for navigating life with intention, but it does offer a greater sense of calm and inner peace amidst the inevitable storms. This acceptance doesn't negate ambition or desire. Rather, it infuses them with a different quality. Our goals can lose their rigid edges, becoming fluid and open to possibilities we may not have envisioned if we rigidly clung to one specific outcome. Trust, in this sense, expands our capacity for surprise and the joy of unexpected detours. Now, the million-dollar question, how do you cultivate this kind of trust? It's not a belief you adopt overnight. Trust is a muscle developed through practice and experience. Here are some ways to start strengthening that muscle. Mindfulness and meditation are your superpowers here. When you learn to quiet the chatter of your mind and truly inhabit the present moment, something remarkable happens. Anxieties about the future and regrets about the past begin to dissolve. You start to feel anchored in the now where trust can flourish. There are countless resources available to guide you: mindfulness apps, guided meditations, or even the simple practice of focusing on your breath for a few minutes each day. Releasing attachment to outcomes is a transformative, if not a bit daunting, concept. It's understandable to want specific things and to envision success in a certain form. However, this attachment can breed a kind of desperation that actively repels what you seek. Think of how tightly clenched hands are incapable of receiving. Trusting the universe invites you to open your hands, metaphorically speaking. Start small, let go of the need to control every detail of your day. Embrace the beauty in unexpected turns, and reframe minor inconveniences as opportunities to practice flexibility. This mindset shift creates a space for the universe to present you with options you wouldn't have manufactured on your own. Let me share a personal story. Early in my career, I had a rigid vision of how my path should unfold. I became extremely focused on a specific job opportunity, only to experience crushing disappointment when it didn't materialize. Heartbroken, I was forced to pivot, leading me down an untrodden path. That failure, as I initially saw it, transformed into the catalyst for my most fulfilling and impactful work. Looking back, I realized the universe knew far better than I did what I truly needed. Pay attention to synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem a bit too perfect. A chance encounter that leads to a huge opportunity, an overheard conversation that provides exactly the guidance you need. Many mistake these for pure luck. But when you cultivate a mindset of trust, you begin to perceive them as whispers from the universe, affirming that you're on the right track. Let's be honest, trusting the universe, especially when life throws curveballs, is no easy feat. It's natural for doubts and fears to creep in, eroding that sense of unwavering faith. Those voices in your head might say, this only works for other people. Or what if the universe isn't benevolent? It's essential to acknowledge these moments of resistance. Pretending they don't exist won't make them disappear. One of the most common fears is a sense of relinquishing control. We're so accustomed to striving and pushing as the primary means of creating our reality. Letting go can feel akin to admitting failure, or worse, putting our fate in the hands of some indifferent cosmic force. Remember, trusting the universe doesn't equate to passivity. It's a balance between active participation in your life and a deep belief that you're supported by something greater than your efforts. Picture it like setting sails on your boat. You still steer and harness the wind, but you also acknowledge a force propelling you forward that's outside your direct control. So how do we navigate these periods of doubt and resistance? Here are a few strategies to try. Affirmations can be surprisingly powerful. Phrases like "I trust in the unfolding of my life" or "the universe is working for my highest good" spoken aloud or written down help to reprogram your mind. Though it may feel silly at first, consistent repetition shifts your subconscious beliefs. Journaling is another excellent tool. Vent your fears and frustrations onto the page. Write down specific questions you have for the universe. What am I meant to learn from this? Or show me the path forward. Often, in the act of writing, clarity and a sense of trust begin to emerge. Recall moments in your past where things initially seemed bleak but ultimately worked out for the best, perhaps even better than you could have orchestrated. These reminders, both big and small, act as evidence supporting the idea that there's a benevolent force at work, even when the road ahead looks obscured. During challenging times, lean into self-care practices. Nurturing your mind, body, and spirit creates fertile ground for trust to take root. Nature walks, connecting with loved ones, or moments of simple stillness. Prioritize these things with the understanding that sometimes the most profound shifts occur when we stop trying to force. Trusting the universe is a journey, not a destination. There will be moments of unwavering faith and times when doubt creeps back in. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. By practicing mindfulness, releasing attachment to outcomes, and learning to recognize the guiding hand of the universe, you embark on an extraordinary adventure. Life may not always unfold as you expect, but when you dare to surrender, when you believe in the unseen forces working in your favor, a deeper sense of peace and possibility awaits. The universe conspires on behalf of those who trust, revealing paths far more beautiful and fulfilling than we could have designed ourselves. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to World is Life. Here we explore the mysteries of existence, the power of the human spirit, and the infinite potential that lies within each of us. Let's continue this journey together.